actual microphone, but the microphone audio on the computer. I did that because I was recording stuff for music in case if there was some kind of glitch, but I might still have to do it again anyways. Hello, I just woke up not too long ago. I've been sleeping twice a day for the last 3 days because the last 4 days have just been sad and stressful. But I won't get into that. I'm playing Rayman 2. Sorry I do this, like I said, I just don't want to care much about, like, which part of the game I'm in, because it's like I started the game, like I played it for the first time in my video, but, you know, now a lot of time has passed, and I'm pretty much going to finish the rest of the game. I remember last time the game did look pretty dark, but I did help the brightness, I think, now. Maybe. But yeah, I've certainly have done a lot of stages, because I did the first world, and now I've done the second and third world. There's only one more mask left. And just felt like wanted to do a video for this last chunk. And I would say getting this far, I actually still think this game is really good. This is actually a really good game. Better than I thought it would be. Alright, let me check. How dark does the game look? Seems like the brightness, the contrast that I did back then is still there. It still looks a little dark. It still looks a little dark, but you don't want to have it too high up. I don't know, I guess it looks okay. So yeah, I'm on the last chunk of the game. From what I've seen online, there's only another 20% left, and I've been trying to do about 25% every time. So yeah, there should be only another 5 stages max. So yeah, this game is actually really good. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. I don't recall hitting the switch. It looks like lava. Oh yeah, I think that's funny. It's like they gave me a new power-up, but then I lost it. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to collect as many of these things as I can, but of course I think the one stage where I really missed a lot was on the second dungeon, the Sanctuary of Fire. Yeah, I definitely missed quite a bit. Yeah, I haven't really, like, in the last week, I haven't really been playing much in terms of video games. Like, I have, but at the same time, I haven't. I just haven't. Just a lot of stuff going on. Like, I think, yeah, pretty much for almost a week now. Aside from playing this game yesterday, I just... Dang it. Dang, what, another one? Okay, they're just gonna keep respawning. Yeah, I kind of want the song to end now. It just keeps going. There we go. I would say this stage looks nice. It's a spooky level. Ah! Dang it. Looks like blood. Just trying to look around. Because I can't really see anything I can collect or hit. Even on top of here. I will start some new N64 games, even though almost 2/3 of this month is just over, which just sucks. I wanted to get a lot of stuff done for the N64. I'm getting close to finishing 2 N64 compilations, but I don't know if they sound good. So there's a chance I might have to like redo them. Just sucks that I picked a couple of songs for one and one of the other where there's just not a version where it's like just only plays for a few minutes. It like plays for 30. And I messed up for both of them, so it's like I might just have to choose to remove one of them, or else it's just gonna be kind of weird. Because there are some songs that go on for like 6 minutes, but this one goes on for like 7 because I just accidentally left it in a loop. But again, this game's pretty good. I'm very happy that this game is really good overall. I've heard, like, watching a lot of, I've seen a good amount of N64 videos. There's been some people that said that this game is really good. Whoa. Guess the smog. And I would say with the expansion pack, the game does look quite nice. And, you know, the lag, it's not, like, I will admit that, that there are times where the game is, like, a bit laggy, where it's like I notice it, I'm just like, But overall, it doesn't bother me. It's only when there's, like, a lot of animation going on. Also, I was starting to complain, I think the last time I played this, because the game really enjoys swamp settings, but, you know, it seems like it's not becoming, like, it has some really nice settings, like this one. This is a spooky setting, which is cool. Now, I won't say what happened because, you know, there might be a chance I'll upload this before ever revealing it, but, no, just something happened Sunday that has just kind of been still in effect in the last 3 days, and it pretty much will be for a while now. Just another thing on why just life is pretty shitty sometimes, which I can get by that, but Jesus, man. Does life really want to keep beating the person down while they're still in the ground? I can understand stuff happening, but God, why does stuff have to keep happening back to back to back? It's like things have just not stopped in terms of just stuff going wrong or stuff bad happening since April started. And it just brings back bad memories of 2022 because pretty much to April to, like, even in July, there was just stuff going wrong and it just wouldn't stop, which just makes me hate the spring and summertime even more. Because sure, bad stuff has happened before, but my God, when it comes to the spring and summertime, it doesn't want to stop. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Let me check. Okay, it's only lasts for so long. I realize I'm still on the same level. From what I saw online, the person pretty much finishes the rest of the game in an hour. So I'm gonna guess this video is going to probably be like 2 hours long. So yeah, I would say there's only gonna be 4 stages left. What was funny was I was not in the mood to play this game yesterday but I had to because I haven't been playing any games for a few days. And then I was like, I'll just do a couple stages. Okay, maybe one more. Okay, maybe one more. Okay, maybe one more. Uh-oh. I think really one of my only other complaints... At first, one of my main complaints was that the game just felt like it had too many... Had too many freaking swamp levels. And although I think it does a little bit, I feel like they should have just cut maybe like 2 or 3 of the swamp levels and just add new settings. Like there was a lot of swampy stages throughout most of the game. So they definitely should have maybe reduced that a bit. But if I have to say my biggest complaint, it's probably that I'm not a big fan of the sections where it's like, you know, you have to pretty much go through like this endurance. What is that? Shoot, did I go... Oh, crap. Oh, man. I probably missed a lot of stuff because of that. You know, actually, no. That's another complaint with this game. Because the stages are long, and it's like there's different paths in. If you accidentally just went the wrong way because you just didn't know, it's like, well, can't go back now. So I probably missed a good chunk of stuff. Aw, man. Because I've been able to get most of the lums throughout the stages aside from one. Wow. Although I will say, I finally lost all my health for one of the stages, and luckily the game is pretty easy. I thought if you ran out of health, you would have to start back at the very beginning of the level, but no. And I just, jeez, man. Okay, that is another thing I'm being reminded about. Is that, again, it's not a big deal, but I really hate how it's like, there's just so many times where you can miss a lum and you just can't go back to get it, and your only option is you just have to drop dead. But luckily, once you get it, even if you run out of all your health, once you get all of it, I mean, once you collect it, even if you run out of health, it still stays with you, which is good. So it's like, I don't know, there's pros and cons. I can't tell, like, can I move this thing? Dang it. Okay, I don't know why he couldn't aim for him. There we go. I hear a cage. Yeah, I hear one. Sounds close. God dang it. Well, I missed the cage. Great. I just missed more stuff. Man, I'm doing a horrible job on this stage. Like, twice I've missed stuff. And then you can't go back to, you know, fix the mistake.
Rayman! Clark!
My friend. See a cage up there. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to understand what's going on. Oh shoot, I haven't even been damaging him. Yeah, I would say this is definitely a good example of a fight that I think is probably being affected a little bit because it is a bit laggy. Oh my gosh. Because it's having to show a lot on screen right now. Damn it! I don't know why I keep getting hit. It's just really laggy at this part. Damn it. It's not a hard boss fight at all. There we go.
Rayman!
Woohoo! Yeah!
I guess I'm pretty much done with the level. God, I really missed a lot on this stage. Man, I missed a lot. Just because there were two spots that I could have done more, but I missed them. Yeah, this was definitely the second worst stage that I did. Okay, well, it only shows 3 cages left. Yeah, from what I've seen online, this is like the last 3 cages in the game. However, after this stage, there's only like maybe 2 more stages tops they could have looms. Although it is possible that the final stage could have 100 looms. Who knows? What the heck? Oh, really? We're on the 4th. Got enough lums to pass through. Well, I've been trying my best to collect most of them, although I've done bad on 2 stages out of the rest. I guess this stage, or maybe the stage after this, will give me the 4th mask. Ooh. Well, pretty much, once again, another setting that just kind of looks very similar to the rest. Basically, either bayou slash bog slash swamp slash pirate themed stage. It looks nice. but I think one thing I wanted to say was that I watched pretty much in the time span of like 2 weeks. I watched just about all 5 seasons of Fairly Odd Parents, which that was like one of my 2 favorite cartoons to watch when I was little, or just when I was a kid. And the last time I binged watched it, the last time I tried like watching it was when I was it was like around 2013. It was during the time where it was just starting the time where I was just kind of done trying to watch new cartoons, like, because I just felt like they just weren't really having any cartoons worth watching anymore, so I was just kind of done. And I remember there was a time during my early teens, I was, I was just coming back to, I was like, what the heck? I was coming back to some cartoons, like Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and even some cartoons that I couldn't watch back then because I had a hard time trying to watch them. Like Invader Zim. Why? Okay, here we go. And, but yeah, I came back to Fairly Odd Parents again. However, it's one of those series where I don't, it's one of those shows where it's like, how do I describe it? It's like how a lot of people feel about series like, The Simpsons and stuff, where it's like people say that the best era overall was like the first 10 seasons, and then after that the series just, no matter what people say, like almost everyone just pretty much says that, oh yeah, just, the first, after season 10 or something, it's just not as good as any of the first 10 seasons. And Fairly Odd Parents is the case. I grew up watching the first 5 seasons a lot. That was one of my most watched ones. Like, most watched cartoons. And once you get to season 6, that's when the character Poop is introduced. Which, that was kind of the starting point where a lot of fans kind of felt like that's when the series started to slowly decline. Because rewatching the first 5 seasons again, I would honestly say that I think they're all equally good in their own ways. Like, there were some cons that was brought into season 4 and 5, but at the same time it also added some pros that kind of equalize compared to the earlier seasons. I will say it does have some outdated stuff, and when I say outdated, I'm just simply like, whether I'm okay with it or not, I'm not saying whether I'm okay with it or not. I'm just saying just stuff that just things that I was aware that, yeah, these things usually can't fly with cartoons for a long time now. Which, rewatching Fairly Odd Parents again, as well as another one which I'll go into. Jeez, man. I'm definitely getting towards the end if there's just so many robos. But it reminds me more just that just reminds me more how it's like, you know, cartoons just... It's like, it just seems like certain eras of cartoons are just going to have problems. Because even though a lot of stuff, I will admit, is like stuff that shouldn't be made fun of anymore, or it still can be, it just has to have a different context. Like, you know, I'm going to add Jimmy Neutron to this because I just started watching it again and I've been binge watching it. Because, the reason was because, just like with Very Odd Parents, the last time I really watched that series was like over a dozen years ago. So, I've been watching that series again after so many years, and that series is just as good as I remembered it too. I didn't consider it as good as, I'm so confused. Did I? See, this is my bad memory. Alright. Stupid me. But, okay, just to wrap up Fairly Odd Parents, the first 5 seasons were great. There are a couple things I feel like some people might not like about it because of some of the outdated humor. But at least for me, you know, I still think it's just as good as I remembered, for the most part. And the first 5 seasons were great. However, and I stopped after season 5 because, again, season 6 through 8, you know, they introduced Poof, and I still think it's really good. It's just not as good as the first 5 seasons. And I remember watching it on TV when new episodes were out. However, by season 9, that came out around the time when cartoons was just... I was just starting to not enjoy newer cartoons or just newer episodes of cartoons. And... And when season 9, people definitely admit that by season 9, that's when the series really started to decline, when he had the dang dog. Which I remember watching a few episodes, and yeah, I was just like, I really did not like the dog. Like, Poof, I already had flaws with Poof, but I at least liked Poof's design and thought Poof was cute. But with the dog, no, the dog was unappealing, and the dog was just even more annoying. And then, of course, by season 10, that's when they added a new character, which I didn't mind. I found her design cool. But, yeah, the series really just went downhill after that. I think I watched one episode, and it was just, the animation was just shit. I was just like, what is this cheaper animation? I can't describe it. It's almost like they cut on actual animation and just kept, like, messing with, like, their models, or I don't know model's the right word, but it was just that thing that they... This is going to be a weird example. It's like the thing that they started doing with Arthur when they finally went digital and stopped doing hand-drawn, because I think Arthur was like one of the last cartoons still doing like physical art, or I don't know, for anime it's referred to as cells, but maybe that's the same term for cartoons, yeah. But yeah, it's just animation was just oof. So yeah, they pretty much beat Fairly Odd Parents to the ground. Like, they should have just stopped. They should have just stopped at the 5th season. But instead, they kept continuing it with season 6, 7, and maybe 8. I can't remember if season 8 debuted the dog or it was just more a Poof. But, you know, even if they still continued up until the dog, I think it still would have been okay. You know, it would have been a clear sign that, okay, the series is declining. I think we need to just kind of conclude things. But no. They just kept continuing the series, trying to add new characters. What was funny was the dang dog just completely disappeared when Chloe was introduced. It's like they didn't even acknowledge the dog anymore. It's like, what happened to it? I can't tell. Is that a friend? I cannot even tell. But But yeah, so if anyone wants to watch Fairly Odd Parents, I just recommend the first 5 seasons. And if you really don't mind watching more and want to see the new baby character, Poof, then sure, you could watch up until the dog is shown up. But I will say, once the dog shows up, that's when the series really, truly starts to decline further. I don't know where to go. There's just too many places. What's the point of this spot? I did that just so I can get back here really quick. But again, I can't tell if it wants me. I can't tell if it wants me to go there or over here. I don't know. I won't know until it's too late half the time. But yeah, then now I guess just to get to Jimmy Neutron, rewatching it again, I think it's a lot funnier than I remember. I think it's just because a lot of people. What the heck? Whoops. I think a lot of people would consider the animation outdated. And although I will, you know, like for the time, it, you know, you have to remember this was 2002, and for the time, it just looked amazing. And it's like, you know, people kind of complain about like, yeah, like, you know, it kind of has like this weird look to it because, you know, it's like they look plastic. Dang it, I want him to... The only way to kill him is that you have to... You need him to, like, fall down like that. It's an interesting enemy. How you just can't, like, kill them with normal means. Why did that box jump? Why is it jumping? Huh. Okay. What does this sign say? Dang it, now I have to change positions. Because again, I'm playing this on the bubble TV, so my neck is just slowly just feeling more uncomfortable. What was I saying? So, yeah, it's like, I guess, an example with outdated humor that you would just not see today because it would come off as, like, offensive, is that both Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron, especially Fairly Odd Parents, it really does, like, it does the thumb-sucking trope a lot. Like, even throughout all 5 seasons, they do it a lot. And then... like, another one is just basically characters dressed, you know, guys dressed up as women, and, like, the idea... Well, it doesn't feel like that all the time. Oh, shoot. I hate these things. Oh, that's a death. Okay, never mind. I'm kind of confused how this environment works. But yeah, whoa. Okay, you don't want to go a little, you don't want to go a little too crazy. But But no, I kind of want to view it like this. It's like, even though it's likely the case where it's supposed to be for humor, most of the time you could take it as inoffensive. You could, most of the time take it as inoffensive. Because, it's like these characters, a lot of these characters, of course, it's just them that they don't want to look like a girl. Or, like, they might just think... I'm doing such a horrible job explaining this. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, obviously that trope was around for a long time where, and it still is sometimes, where it's like when a guy basically is like dressed up as a girl, it's usually for comedic sake. Like, that girl's in a dress, just that kind of stuff. With Fairly Odd Parents, I think what was funny is that some characters, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, sometimes it's like it seems like it's a joke, but then it's like they make it seem like a compliment that they look nice. They actually look nice looking like a woman. Because it's like they would say something, it's like, but this dress does make me look pretty, and then I guess one of the characters is like, yeah, you're right, you do look nice. So again, it's just sometimes it's like, it seems like a joke, but then sometimes they kind of make it seem less offensive, or I don't know. It's like, this stuff is complicated. I don't know, man. I never really had those kind of jokes for my series, either because one of my series just doesn't really have anything to be like, I don't know, just any of that kind of humor. But even for my series that could be more connected to real life, like, for crying out loud, my main character has like an alternate side that they dress up as a girl, so, and it's not supposed to be in any way humorous. It's actually supposed to come off as several things. Okay, I don't know what to do. I think I know what it wants me to do. But, like I said, that one can kind of be a bit tricky on whether it... Because sometimes it does seem like it's supposed to be a joke that they look like a girl. But again, I usually try to take... Oh my god. The gravity physics for this. But, I think the best way to view it is, these characters just personally don't like to look like a girl. Although sometimes in Fairly Odd Parents it's really complicated because Timmy sometimes is like dressed up as a girl a lot. And like most of the time it seems like it's supposed to be a joke or like an insult for him because he doesn't want to look like a girl. But then some episodes it's like he doesn't mind it at all. Like the one where he wished he turned into a girl. That bastard. But... And it's also worth noting that they're not just making jokes about like this with girls. They also make jokes about this for guys. Like there is the guy trope a lot as well, which I feel like that's also just... Whoops. Dang it. Like usually the guy trope, how they describe them, is pretty much someone that's into sports, disgusting... Yeah, that's the idea. Girls are pretty and nice and smells nice, while with guys, they're that. But see, it's funny that they do that joke because, oh my gosh, some of the stuff, especially with Timmy's mom, that they make her do is just some of the most disgustingest things that a human can do. At least for a kid's show. Like, there's one part... Well, when I say disgusting, I just mean by, like, disgusting in the view... of most people, but like there's one part where she gets like her armpit hair and she has so much of it that she like makes a rope and swings over the streets. I remember that, and there's just like a lot of other things that it's like you would never see this over like in Japan, and I even looked that up, and like it's kind of what I expected, where it's like in America, at least like in American cartoons, or at least in the West, it's like they're more like okay, which oh my, okay, with showing like girls doing things that are like normally like more accepted for guys to do, like gross stuff, but usually it's done out of a equal or humorous way. What do you want me to do? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Damn, man. I really hate this part. It's like I'm trying to talk about this stuff, but I'm just not getting anywhere. But I was actually very curious because I did look up some anime, like, because I'm sorry, I might sound weird, but I really just want to watch more anime that actually just breaks norms that's more common in the West. One being basically not being so like tight about not making girls do normal things. Jesus, man. It's like there's not really any easy way to control them because it's like they just kind of dive bomb. But I did find 3 series, one that I've heard about multiple times, and I guess because of this reason alone, I'm probably gonna watch it, called Cells at Work. Most of these are newer series, of course, like, it would be kind of hard to find a series from, like, the 90s or earlier. Damn it! I might have to stop talking because it's like I actually need to figure out what I'm even doing. But in short, there's like a couple of other series. Like, in terms of what animes I've seen where they break the norm, just because to what I've seen, Japan just kind of prefers to make their girls come off as perfect without having any growths, bodily fluids like vomiting, pooping, peeing, periods. It's like they just, most of the time, they just don't acknowledge these things, and it's like, although it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's not... Can I get off of this, please? Jesus, it won't let me get off of it. I don't know what it wants me to do. But there are some exceptions. Like, I think Kaname Chidori is one of my favorite girl characters simply because of the fact that she definitely breaks the norm of doing or acknowledging things that would be considered really gross for most girls in an anime, but because that they acknowledge these things for her, it actually makes her cooler. And of course, Grisaya is another example where, you know, they acknowledge these girl characters doing things that they would just not acknowledge them doing in most series. Although I will admit one thing, I almost feel like it was coming off as a bit of a fetish. Oh, there's actually... That's gonna kill me. I almost feel like one of them was a fetish. Only just because it happened so much and it was only to her. And back then and even now, for some reason, I have like a discomfort of seeing characters pee themselves. And I think it's just because I was traumatized when I was 4. I couldn't figure out how to unbuckle my pants in time when I was trying to pee in preschool. And I remember I peed my pants and I was just crying when it happened. And I think since then, it's like, well, of course, American Cartoons does this too. So it's not like I'm not saying like, yeah. However, I'm just simply saying, in Grisaya, there was one character, Michiru, where she pissed herself probably like 3 to 4 times, and every time she did it, it's just, God, I almost like, I don't know, for some of the like sexual stuff in the series, I almost wondered if that was just supposed to be a fetish of one peeing themselves. At least for me with that specifically, oh my God! You puck bastard. I know where I need to go, but dang. Jesus, man. And the worst part is that I imagine online this is done in like 5 minutes, so I'm definitely wasting a lot of time. But yeah, just kind of getting a bit off track. But the point is, one trope that they have in those... Well, I haven't seen it in Jimmy Neutron. Again, I have to refresh my memory of this stuff. With Very Loud Parents, there was a handful of times where they kind of did the outdated humor of just basically, like, you know, you want to be with this pretty girl, but instead you end up, or, you know, have, instead of like the pretty girl liking you, instead you have this quote-unquote ugly girl liking you, and you're just like, ew, or just like, oh god, no, kind of reaction. Fuck! I really hate this. I don't even know that's where I'm supposed to go. And this reminds me of my one complaint about this game, is that this game does a lot of parts where it's like you basically die in one hit, and it's like you're just having to go through this endurance, and it's just really annoying. Doing? I saw them. I don't know what they were doing. But you know, that's like, you know, of course, you know. But I'm kind of reminded. Damn it! What do you want me to... Just what do you want me to do? I really just hate this part. It's like every time they do stuff like this where it's like I pretty much just have to go through this endurance section. It's like these are like my least favorite parts of the game. This game would almost arguably be considered an 8 out of 10 if they just, I guess, had more of a variety of settings. Like, again, the settings are all really good. It just does a lot of similar settings, which is swamp, pirate, bog, whatever. I almost need to, like, get him out of the way. Wow, he is on my ass. Finally! Jeez, man. All of that just to get over here. Man, I really just want to get by after that. Oh, wait, I think I just want to grab one. There we go. My lum. The heck do you want me to do with this? Damn it! Go, Rayman. Thanks for the tip. But, I don't know. It's like, even though some of the stuff is outdated, I've kind of realized, and this is even the case for a lot of things in life, where it just seems like there's, like, things that are better than it was 20 years ago, but then some things that are worse than it was 20 years ago. You think, like, what? Well, I can't really talk about it because a lot of it is controversial stuff, or it might be, you know, I might be misunderstood about my opinion on it. But I don't know. It's just starting to. It's just really almost. It's almost depressing. It's like I just don't want to be. I just almost like don't want to be having to deal with around those types of people by this point. but like on one hand, they're definitely a lot better about certain things in series, but then at the same time, there's like now new problems, which is just, what the heck? I think it just wanted me to use that to get up there. I think I can just take it the rest from here. Should be almost done because I'm getting close to 50 and I really feel like I've missed some. Also, one random thing relating to cartoons that I feel like I thought about this when starting Jimmy Neutron again. I think in terms of what was the best era to grow up with cartoons, like the specific era, like not referring to like new cartoons at that time, but in terms of what was the best time to watch cartoons with what was you're able to watch then, just new and what was still watchable old. Damn it, I think I know where it's gonna take me. Piece of shit. But, like, I don't want to sound biased, trust me, but I'm just trying to think of all the cartoons that were out of these specific times, but honestly, I think my era, specifically, like, the first half of the 2000s, like 2000, 2005, I think the only way I could have been better, wow. The only time I could have been better, been born at a better time for cartoons, if I was just born 3 years sooner. If I was just born 3 years sooner, or not sooner, what? If I was born 3 years earlier, is what I'm saying. I think that would have been the best, because I did feel like I was born just a teensy bit too late when it came to, like, the 90s cartoons, because there's a lot of really good 90s cartoons. And, personally, I think the 90s and 2000s were probably the two best eras in terms of quality and quantity of cartoons. But luckily I was born in 99, so, I recall up until, you know, before I was like 6, I do recall watching plenty of 90s cartoons, mostly Nickelodeon. I wasn't, oh wait. Pretty sure it's the audio's messed up at this point. Alright. No, don't play with yourself. But no, I did grow up watching mainly like 90s Nickelodeon and Disney. Like when it came to Nickelodeon, it was like Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Cat Dog, Eek Monsters, if anyone remembers that. I know that not that many people is going to see this, but I'm just acknowledging it. I remember watching a good amount of Eek, what is it called? Eek Monsters or something. And another series, I always forget the name, it was like Nickelodeon, it was like a surfing. I'm so fucking mad. But it was just like a surfing beach Nickelodeon series. It was one of those series that I didn't really like much as a kid, but I did watch a good amount of it because it was, you know, a lot of times it was just either that show or just no cartoons, and I was like, alright, I'll watch it. Although I didn't watch Angry Beavers, and I only saw a little bit of Ren and Stimpy, because, you know, when I was a kid. I'm always having to be specific with how I say things. When I say when I was little, I'm usually referring to when I was like 6 and younger, or 7, just basically much before I reach my double digits. And when I say a kid, I'm kind of just referring to when I was like 8 to like 12, and then teenager, and then so forth. Oh, babies, my babies. It's horrible. The pirates have taken all my babies. They've imprisoned them in cages in the mines. My darling Glowbox tried to stop them, but the pirates have captured him too. They've taken him to the prison ship.
Me noticed you.
With this, I guess get all the way to the mines. Don't cry, Glet. I'll bring your babies back. But that's not my name. Oh wow, I'm controlling the ship. This is weird. It's kind of weird. South Mine. Wow, just like that. It's like, my babies are gone. I can get... that's a lot of babies. Oh, you can just hold down the button. But, don't tell me. My gosh, there's so many babies. But enough trying to... which... You bastard. I'm so confused with what happened. But... yeah, there's still some cartoons I want to come back to. I would like to come back to Ed and Eddie because that and Fairly Odd Parents were my two favorite cartoons when I was a kid. And, I want to see, like, we have the complete series of that, so I definitely want to watch that series again. There's some other series I would like to come back to, but I can't really do this for all series. Like, there are plenty of series that I really don't want to come back to again, or at least still, even now, I don't want to. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying with... I forgot that I didn't finish that with... I just think, like... in terms of, like, a specific decade, I think 2000, 2005 was the best era. Because pretty much most of the noteworthy cartoons in the 2000s came out in the first half of the 2000s. And... not only that, but pretty much the 90s cartoons were still very prevalent. Like, you could watch them still in the first half of the 2000s. And, so I was definitely born at, like, one of the best times for cartoons. If I was just born just a bit earlier, then I think it would have been perfect. Because the problem was, by the time I was 13, it's like, by the late 2000s, it's like there were still some good cartoons coming out, but it was just Cartoon Network was, like, going through, like, a live-action phase, and Nickelodeon really wasn't adding any new cartoons. So, yeah, it just, the late 2000s was only doing good because of the fact that a lot of cartoons before the mid-2000s were still going on at this time, so, like, it was doing fine for that, but, yeah. Ah, crap. Great, I gotta find my way back. And I'm actually gonna die soon. Oh, that's just great. I'm going to have to do this crap all over again, because I'm probably gonna die. That's just great. Oh my gosh, I am very lucky. I was going the right way. But I do think if you were born in the 90s, or in the early 2000s, or really just even in like mid 2000s, I think that was also good times to be born with cartoons. But I do think if you were born in like 2010s, if you were born in the 2010s and later, I feel sorry for you, because I saw the variety that they've had for many years now. I've seen it. I've seen just how ridiculous it can be, because I think starting in like the late 2010s, they were just... It was just ridiculous. It was just... Like, okay, for Nickelodeon, it's like... For many years, it was just 90% of it was just SpongeBob and Loud House, which, you know, Loud House is a good show, but, you know, I've seen plenty of episodes in the past, but, like, geez, just mostly 2 shows. And for Cartoon Network, most of the time it was just Teen Titans Go, and then, like, maybe a few other shows, but at least half the time it was just that series, and it was really bad. It's like they were just really, they had no variety. And this was something I never had to deal with the, you know, the time when I was growing up with cartoons. There was so much variety just on a single channel. And it's like, and even though there was a lot of variety with one of the cartoons, if there just wasn't something on you wanted to watch, there was a very good chance that the other cartoon site was just gonna have something good, which I was never bored. Cartoons was a really big part of my life before my double digits. I always refer to it like that. Dang. Alright. Let's check. Is there one more or 2 more stages? I'll find out with the looms. Holy crap, 94. Alright, this is the last stage. It's very random that it's 94, but alright, this is the last stage in the game. So this is going to be a long stage. Alright, so I said this last time, but I never finished it. I was like in the middle of saying it. I was saying that the main antagonist of this game kind of remind me a little bit of the antagonist of one of my series named Captain Hatter, a really silly name, because he's basically a robot. He's a robot pirate. Oh man, it doesn't do the dishes. I actually need to do the dishes. It's been building up. It just, with everything going on, it's like I don't know. It needs to be done soon. Alright, this is the last stage. Ah, crap. Is this another... Damn it. course this stage has to have another one of these stages where you basically just can't stop moving. Damn it. This game overall has quite a bit of flaws, but nothing major. But man, I really, it's hard to think of what my biggest complaint would be, but this one's up there. Just, it does way too many stages where it's like you basically you're just having to go through an endurance like this, and if you get hit once, you gotta do it all over again. Like that. See, that one mess up? Fuck you. You gotta go back to the beginning. It's unthinkable. I understand, like, you know, you don't want to have too many checkpoints, but it's just like, it's just trial and error. It's like, I don't know what's gonna happen until it happens. And it's just because he barely wants to move. It's like he's so stiff when he's having to slide. But at least this is the last stage, which, it's like, it's not like I'm sad that the game is coming to an end, but at the same time, it's just like, well, it's the last stage. Time to finish this game. And see, I think that happened last time. It's such bullshit. How are you supposed to know that you're gonna die from that? And then your punishment, you literally gotta do this all over again. I really hate these parts of the game. But still, even with its flaws, I'm still happy that I played this. This actually makes me want to really want to work on Rayman Legends and the and see, I'm missing some of them because he just does not want to move. Are you kidding me? I gotta still keep doing this? See, and it just... Damn it! He just won't fucking... Wow, it's such bullshit. He just... Oh my god. And I gotta do... Do I have to do that every time? Okay, good. I don't have to. See, he just can't... He just doesn't want to move. He's either moving too little and just missed all of those. Just missing so many of them. And that's the thing, if I mess up once, I gotta do it all over again. And just like that. Jesus, man. All over again. And at least I can get a chance to collect more of these. There's no point, really, at this point, but... Okay, so... It's like, it makes it feel like you need to jump, but it's almost an illusion. It's like you don't want to press the A button because it's just going to be more of an issue. I think I've said this before in the past, but yeah, it's like cartoons just were so much worse in the 2010s compared to the 2000s. Although I won't deny there were good cartoons in the 2010s that made at least, you know, had something to say. But most of it was like from Disney. Damn it! I really hate this because, again, it's just, you just can't really, you can't control, fuck! Okay, I'm starting to get angry because it's like, I just, like, my health is slowly dwindling, and I'm probably going to have to do that first chunk again, and I don't have to collect the lums again, which is good, but I'm kind of getting tired of having to deal with these sections in the game where you just have no control. I just hate this. The most you can really do is hold down the back button, but for some reason it's like he really just wants to. Okay, what am I looking at? Well, fuck, I couldn't get any of those lums. Probably missed like, dang, I probably missed like 12. What's this area? Oh my gosh, Rayman. Oh my gosh. That's... How am I supposed to get that one? Damn it. Oh, I just hate that he keeps gravitating towards it. I don't know how to grab it. It almost feels like you have to be perfect with it. Oh my god, he's just probably gonna keep grabbing it. Alright, fuck it, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want... I don't want to keep dealing with this. It's like I want to grab it, but it just seems really awkward to get it. Okay, okay, that's how you do it. Just, you want to grab it because it gives you a good amount. Yeah, it gives you 5. Let's see, if I missed like... Say that I missed like 16. Yeah, there's not many left. What the hell happened? Why did you take me back? What did I do? Damn, you... Come on. It was because of the spikes. Why is that working now? Oh, that's piss. I'm almost gonna die now. Wow. Jesus Christ. I really hate this area because he jumps so fucking close to you. See, it seems like everything resetted, but at least with the looms, it hasn't. Man, I really don't want to fight you. You're really annoying. Fuck off. Alright, so what do I do with this? I don't know what to do. Just to say, I am still enjoying this, but it's just being in this position for a while starts to wither my patience just because of my neck, so I'm just not going to talk for a while because I just need my neck to get better. Come in, you useless grub. Yeah, this stage really has a lot of endurance sections. Alright, but I should be getting close. Alright, I'm definitely getting close. He's getting ready to fight me. Leave my friend alone. I guess this must be the end. Now you're alone for eternity. You good, gobblegoop?
Fine, no go.
Alright, this is the end. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I get an idea of what to do. I missed. Damn it. Kinda have to be at an angle doing it. Alright, kinda have to be at a bit of an angle. There we go. How do you dodge those attacks sometimes? Man, it sucks because I'm hitting all three of them. Here we go. Oh, damn it. What do you want me to do? Also, is this a checkpoint? And I missed it anyways. I'm not afraid of you. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to have a lot of trouble with this. I need to figure out how to do this. Yeah, this is gonna give me a lot of trouble. I need to figure out how to do this. Fuck. Again, the game just has a lot of moments where it's like, where'd it go? This game just has a lot of moments. Yeah, this game just has a lot of moments where it's just like, you know, how are you supposed to... Fucking hell, man. Oh my god. It's like, I don't know how to get him. See, and that's just it. It's like, until I figure out how I'm supposed to grab it without dying, I'm basically going to keep getting hit every time. I need to, like, figure out how to do this. Jesus Christ, oh my god, I really need to figure this out. It's like you can hold Z, but I don't think that really does much. It doesn't help. It really doesn't help. Like, it's like, I think it wants me to grab them. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's like there's a specific way you have to do it. That's the thing that's aggravating me. There's a specific way it wants you to do it. I just don't know how to do it. And up until this point, I have not looked online on what to do. And it's like, I really just, I don't want to start now. You would think you just need to grab it and go under it, but you just don't have, you barely have enough, you almost have to do it perfectly. See, like that, I missed. Yeah, I really hate this. Why is it that sometimes it's like they really make you... And I missed again. And even then, it's not like I can fucking grab it. It's like, I'm really trying to figure this out. I swear to God, I don't know. I really don't know. Like... Where do you start? Fuck! It starts me back. I might have to look online. Because if I'm going to have to go through this shit every time, I really do not want to. Yeah, I really don't want to fucking go through this every time. Damn it! Cool. I missed. But yeah, I really hate this. The fact that I have to... I just don't know how it wants me to do it. I just don't know. I might have to look online. Oh my god, it's so disorienting. Fucking bastard. And wait, it starts you back at the beginning? Wait, I think it starts you back at the beginning. Its health is reset. Fuck! 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 I'm sorry, I'm starting to get really stressed out with this fight. Fuck! See, I'm starting to yell now. You motherfucker! It resets his health every fucking time. Oh my god. Why do you have to make this so frustrating? See, I just don't know how to avoid these things. Fucking fuck! I'm gonna mute. Really, fuck this boss fight to hell so badly. This boss fight is so fucking stupid. This boss fight is such bullshit. The fact that you have to, it's just, I fucking hate the missiles. Because it makes you have to keep moving around, and it just risks you getting hurt, and it's just this long fucking endurance. This fucking boss fight, I swear to God, final bosses can really affect a game's score. Just fuck this stupid boss fight. Oh my god! That was a bullshit fight. It's just the fact that if you just messed up one time, just one time, if you just, like, pulled up too late or just... That fight was just such... I hated that fight. I really hated that fight. I just don't like the fact that you just have to it's just an endurance. Oh, that final boss was really annoying. It was just really frustrating. Like, even though I started to get the hang of just how to do it, the fact that if you just mess up one time, like you pulled too early, pulled too late, you know, didn't maneuver enough with the missiles, or if you didn't go fast enough with the lava, or just any of this stuff, you just have to do it all over again. It's just so dumb. Alright, I'm finally beat it. So, I guess now finishing it, I still think the game is really good. I'm glad that I finally played it. It now makes me interested in wanting to work on Rayman Legends now. I don't really care about wanting to play Rayman 3 or some of the other ones in the series. I think I still only care about wanting to play the Legends, which they recently announced a remake for the game, which a lot of people are not happy about it because, you know, of course, pretty much everyone I've heard talk about Rayman Legends talk about how amazing the game is. And I could definitely understand that, you know, I've only ever heard positive things about the game. Like, you know, they just treat it as one of the best platformers, 2D platformers ever, and just, like, there's just no flaws, little to no flaws with it. So, for, like, you know, for 13 years later, for them to make a remake that people argue looks worse than the original, and for it to be a remake of a game that just doesn't need one. But to what I've heard, Rayman Legends was the last game they made, and they just haven't made one since, and it's like they don't want to take any risk. They just kind of want to pick a game that did really good. I don't know, I feel like this really isn't the best idea. I don't know, at least for like longtime fans, people aren't happy about it, but for like newcomers, I guess they're not gonna really think about it much. That's the thing that sucks, because a lot of the times it seems like they're just thinking about like the newer people rather than like the old time fans more often. But yeah, this game has several flaws, but I really enjoyed it. I thought some of the songs were really good. Graphically, the game looked good. N64 MIDI. And but I did think overall all the settings were really cool. I just felt like they used I just feel like they did a bit too much on like the swamp pirate bog like environment, a bit too much. Jonathan? Yeah, looking at the screen, yeah, it does look dark. Like I said, I don't want the contrast to be any higher. I just wish I had a better capture card. I keep saying that, but really, I don't know what to do. Every time I keep looking online, it's like the best capture card is like from Europe, and it's like really expensive because of the shipping. It's like I need to look online, because it's like there are people that has, you know, they record older games. It's like how can they make it look good? I'm just going to have to look online, because it's like the only capture cards I can find it just doesn't look good. My old capture card was fine, and I got the same kind, but yet it had its own problems. Alright, sorry. It's just whenever I finish a game, there's just so many things I need to make sure. Like, I need to add the amount of hours I added on. Because I still do that thing for months now where it's like I add how many months I put into games and shows and other things on like one of my documents. And I try to do it afterwards, and you know, I had to do that, and then I had to write down the score that I have on like a notebook for this game, and then I had to remove it off of YouTube that I'm working on it, and just had to take a picture of it. So it was just like multiple things that I just had to do right immediately. But again, I'm glad that I played this. It was a really good game, and I would definitely recommend it. It is good. Also, for some reason, again, it won't let me continue. So I guess just reset. But... good. But because of that boss, sadly, it kind of made me a little exhausted. So yeah, all in all, I was able to get a little over 25% completed for this game. I definitely would not want to 100% it because there's just too many parts where it's just really annoying to collect everything, but... But, alright, that's it. I guess I'll upload this just to have an N64 video. I don't know when I'll upload it, I guess somewhat soon. But yeah, that's it. Another N64 game done. Alright, I guess this is goodbye. Sorry again that I'm not uploading many videos. You know, it really sucks. I really wanted to go really far with working on a lot of N64 games, but I've already wasted a lot of time now where I'm just not going to be able to do as much as I wanted to, just because of everything happening this month. But I'll still try to get some stuff done. I still need to finish up Star Soldier, and need to play more of Quest 64, and I need to start some new games. So I'll probably do another video Quest 64. Maybe next time I play it I will. For Star Soldier, I don't really have a reason to make another video, because I'm kind of just repeating the same stuff. And I will try to do at least one video for some of the other N64 games I'm working on. But, alright, goodbye.